What's going on, Moon Gang? It is time for your stock market update for Thursday, March 11th. And boy, were there a lot of shenanigans in the stock market today. In this video, we got to talk about some stimulus, what's going on in the overall market. I'll be letting you know some of the newest positions in my public portfolios. And of course, we got to talk about what's going on with GME and AMC, because there's a lot of suspicion, and I definitely agree that tomorrow will be a pretty volatile day, and I'm hoping that it's volatile in the bullish favor. But before we get into all that, don't forget to join up with the Moon Gang by hitting the subscribe button. Also, make sure you hit that bell icon, click it, switch it to always so you don't miss any of the Monday to Friday live streams, and of course, video updates such as this one. Also, as a reminder, if you want 2 free stocks, check out that link to Webull. You'll get 1 for signing up and then another for depositing $100. All right, let's hop into it. So before I get into all of this, let's just quickly go over that stimulus deal. So President Biden signed the stimulus deal today. Biden signs $1.9 trillion Rona relief bill, clearing way for stimulus checks and vaccine aid. President Joe Biden signed the $1.9 trillion Rona relief package on Thursday afternoon. That was today, March 11th. The plan, his top priority as president, sends direct payments of up to $1,400, extends a 300-week-per-week unemployment insurance supplement, expands the child tax credit, and puts funds into vaccine distribution. Just so you know, and I know the big question is like, when will I get my money? There are some suspicions that you will get it as early as this weekend, early next week. To the best of my knowledge, it sounds like these payment checks of $1,400 per person if you make less than $75,000, and then add those up per child for every child you had, every dependent, it's another $1,400. That they will be coming out as early as this weekend, early next week. Those are the early suspicions. Democrats passed the legislation on their own in Congress as Republicans question the need for a major stimulus package while the economy approves. So that's what's going on with that. If there is desire for it, I can make a standalone video of all the specifics of what's going on with the stimulus package. I just wanted to bring that up quickly to talk about the market today. So the overall market, the S&P 500, which remember is an ETF that basically just tracks 500 of the biggest companies in the US, hit a new all-time high of $395.65. So the stock market, like a brand new all-time high, was hit today. Even though it was signed in the afternoon, I just kind of want to quickly bring to your attention. Obviously, it was a lot of bullish action, but I just thought it was kind of funny that even though it was signed this afternoon, if you look at the stock market, I mean, call me crazy, but it's almost as if someone out there knew as early as 10:30 this morning. From 10:30 all the way up to 11:45, hours before it was signed, the stock market ran up in a pretty orderly fashion. I mean, call me crazy, but it just seems like someone must have known something, because we saw this very systematic run up. But those are just my 2 cents. Of what's going on. But overall, stimulus bill is signed. Checks should be sent out pretty soon. Hopefully that does help the overall economy and what's going on. Stock market hit a new all-time high. I would very much like to see the job market and overall economy follow suit with the stock market. That would be pretty nice. But overall, in the stock market, in your portfolio, let's look for a nice follow through. So it hit a new all-time high today. Right now we are at this trend line, getting back up into this upward channel. Let's see how it reacts not only to this trend line, but the key psychological level at 400. Now let's switch it up. That's what happened with the overall market. Stimulus deal signed. Before we get into AMC and GME, let me just give you a quick portfolio update. I'll make this as fast as I can. Today it was down to 12,400. Basically, the main culprit is this GME call. It's down. It lost 1,000 today. Got absolutely clobbered because it expires tomorrow. It's a 3:45 call. So I very, very much want GME to get squeezed tomorrow. I would love that. Overall on the week, though, we are still positive. We're up $631. So hopefully we can end this week in the green. This technically is a new position, this DraftKings credit spread, but I was just trying to explain something on the live stream today. I'm assuming that this one will hit, but it's a small position. I really wouldn't worry about it. On the Webull account, I new positions. There are a couple ones I just want to go over. Riot, I have some 2 calls, $65 strike, expiration next Friday, March 19th. This is a play that Bitcoin will keep running. Bitcoin looks very strong. In fact, I'm betting on it making a new all-time high most likely tomorrow, this weekend, sometime very soon. That's what I'm looking for. I bought some MBIS. I bought some NNDM. A lot of excitement between these two. I still have those Tesla calls from yesterday, 775 strike, expiration the 19th. I own 5 of them. Yesterday, it was down 1,300. Today, they were positive for a brief second. Now they're down 300. As long as the market remains strong, I'm praying that Tesla follows suit. As I'm filming this, Tesla is trading just below $600. And then the GME call I have in this account is still up 5,500. So that one is doing pretty well with this account. I didn't close any trades on any accounts. All I did today was open new trades. So nothing was really realized. This is just how the accounts are currently sitting. Of course, that can very much change by the time the market opens tomorrow. So now, let's get into what in the world is going on with GME AMC. As I'm filming this, GME closed out the market today around 254. It's trading around 250. AMC closed out the market today at 1024-ish. It's trading slightly down at 1013 as I'm filming this live. So let's just start off, I guess, alphabetically. Let's go on with AMC. Weird day. So on Twitter, check this out. At 2:29 p.m. from Liz Clayman, alert, Wall Street Bets, Reddit. Rebels may be very interested to hear the news I'll be breaking about one of their favorite meme stocks. I caught AMC CEO Adam Aron by phone just before his flight took off, as LA theaters are poised to reopen Saturday. Will AMC? Tune in at 3 p.m. Eastern. Then, so I was streaming as this happened, but what was funny, Fox News just stopped Liz Clayman streaming as soon as they started talking about AMC. What's going on? I don't know if this is conspiracy. Obviously, sometimes there are technical issues of what's going on, but it does seem a little bit suspicious that right when they were about to talk about AMC, the CEO, Adam Aron, her feed was cut, especially when she was like kind of getting everyone excited for this talk at 3 p.m. So let's see how that develops. Also, as another quick side note, this came out today on the Wall Street Journal. AMC finds the right price with Warner Media. Theater giants deal with the studio may include break in film rental fees. Warner Media may have bought itself some piece with the world's largest movie theater chain, and the chain could use the good news. AMC may be best known these days as the second most popular YOLO stock after Gamestop. AMC shares were up 365% from the start of the year before the company's fiscal fourth quarter report Wednesday afternoon. But those results were never going to justify the action. Revenue plunged 89% year over year to $162.5 million. This part is true, but we're on the back end. We're now back on the up and up. The world's opening back up. The stimulus deal that got signed. California's opening back up, New York's opening back up, New Jersey, Connecticut, when you add those 4 in, they are a third of AMC's overall revenue. The world is returning to the new normal. So AMC at one point was wondering how much cash they had on hand to keep the doors open, and now they are very bullish. I listened to the AMC call. The CEO is very, very bullish on the future, very, very positive. So it was a bit of a surprise that AMC gave a shout out to the incoming Warner movies on its conference call Wednesday. That was March 10th after the market closed. That included Godzilla vs. Kong, which is set for release on March 31st. AMC Chief Executive Adam Aron said, "You should probably assume that if we're playing Warner movies, we came to an agreement with Warner that any changes in their strategy are being done in ways where AMC shareholders benefit as opposed to are being penalized." He declined to discuss further details, but added later that concessions will likely show up in fees AMC pays to rent movies. So potentially a positive development. I do like what I'm hearing, but I think it's better, more so just that the world's opening back up. I think that's a better news for the company AMC. Before we go into GME, I guess let's quickly check out the chart on AMC. So here's the daily situation. You can ignore these trend lines for now. Basically, just lower highs, higher lows. This is referred to as a bullish pennant in the world of technical trading. When a stock is trading upward, then we see lower highs, higher lows. Typically, they break upward. It's a very, very common technical pattern. And just please remember, in the world of technical analysis, nothing's ever going to be perfect. Nothing ever has 100% accuracy, no indicator, no pattern, anything like that. We just like to stack the deck in our favor. And right now, the deck is favoring the bulls. So I am looking not only for a breakout, but I'm still looking for this gap fill all the way up to 1291. This low on February 1st, and then compared to the high on February 2nd, then the high on February 25th, and then this new high, the new relative high on March 10th. We still have a little bit of a gap between 1246 and 1291. So from a technical perspective, I'm still fully expecting AMC to have a gap fill to 1291. I'm not saying it's going to stop there. In fact, I would prefer that AMC continues to run, continues to squeeze, but from a technical perspective, that is that first major technical level that I'll be looking for. Once again, this is the daily perspective of where we're at on AMC, and here's a look at kind of what happened today. This is a better look at that bullish pennant. Basically, the stock was trading upward. Now we have lower highs, higher lows. Bullish pennant commonly breaks upward. The high yesterday was 1247, so we still have about a 40-cent gap up to the technical gap fill of 1291. So tomorrow, to end the week out on Friday, March 12th, I will be watching these technical lines of support, 1010, 10, 974, also this trend line. And then in terms of resistance, I will be looking for this trend line breakout. Obviously, the price changes as the day continues to develop. It is a dynamic line, so we'll look for a breakout of that. Then I'm expecting a little bit of resistance right before 11, at 11, and then I hope that the pedal is to the metal and we go all the way up to 1291. That's what I'm looking for in AMC. Very excited. I know it feels like we somehow lost today. I don't think that's an accurate feeling. AMC was up 4.37% today. Any green day is a good day, because remember, every day that the stock doesn't fall, all these hedges, all these short positions are paying a fee to swing their short position overnight. Right now, the short borrow fee is 3.87%, and the short shares available as of the market close today was 4.2 million. I know this number has gone up, but keep in mind that the few million shares that were covered, that's a small portion of what we saw in the overall volume. Today's trading volume was 83 million, and that was a lower day from what we've seen earlier this week. So if you cover a million or two shares, like a million or 2 million short shares, that's it's a kind of a drop in the bucket of the overall volume. There's still a big short position out there. There are still a lot of call options. So I'm just hoping we see some nice follow through tomorrow. Now let's switch gears up to what's going on with Gamestop. I guess before this, I do have a quick article. This was just posted on Yahoo. This is from S3 Partners. We should see the GME short squeeze continuing. Music to my ears. So right here, this is the analytics firm S3 Partners. They basically do a bunch of fancy stuff. They have been kind of speaking a lot about what's going on with AMC and GME. I recommend checking out their Twitter. But here was a quote from a person at S3. We should see the GME short squeeze continuing and more short covering in the stock at market to close loses mount. But as the stock continues to rapid climb, there will be short sellers waiting in the wings looking for entry points if this rally loses steam and GME stock price retraces. Short interest may have fallen, but it's still significant. That's the important part. Yes, it fell a little bit, but it's still significant. 2.76 billion with 11.18 million shares shorted, which is 20.52% short interest percent of float, or 17.02%. Depending on how you calculate it, according to this guy from S3 Partner. And just so you know, they recently decided to change how they calculate it. They basically just changed out they changed the formula of how they do it a month ago with the first squeeze. So the way we're used to calculating it, these numbers are actually a little bit higher. But at the end of the day, the point is that even though it's fallen a little bit, it is still significant. And I would recommend looking on it as more of like a relative thing, not the magnitude, but like how was it before? So just the key here is to use the same calculation over and over to be consistent. To put this in context, fellow meme stock AMC Entertainment has a short interest of 17.32, pretty close to the 20.52. Tesla, another famously shorted company, is 5.98. Amazon is 1.3. So a lot of people say that Tesla is heavily shorted, and that's at 6%. Amazon, which is a normal stock, is at 1%. So obviously AMC and GME both still have a very high short interest. This has not been profitable trading week for GME short sellers after being down 1.36 billion on Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday's plus 7% price movement added another negative 2.2 million in additional market-to-market losses. So you heard it here, right here. Here are the exact facts. People betting against these stocks are losing right now. We're all just waiting around to see if they're going to lose it anymore in like a very obvious mega squeeze. So let's see how that plays out. But in terms of GME, very, very similar chart to AMC. We did get that gap fill. For the longest time, I was calling for a gap fill up to 212. 2 days ago, we saw a massive spike up to like 348 or whatever this high is, 348.50. And now if we go back down to this 30-minute chart, we're kind of, so yesterday we're all aware of those insane shenanigans that were going on. Both GME and AMC sold off right past 12. There's some conspiracies related to that because there was articles written allegedly before the sell-off even happened that the sell-off had happened. Weird stuff going on. I can't really confirm or deny anything related to that. I didn't write those articles. All I know is I'm dealing with the price levels that we're seeing right now. Basically from, I don't know, the afternoon yesterday to all day today, just we're seeing whipsawing back and forth, just kind of trading sideways between 250, 280. So I'll be watching those price levels, and I'll also be watching these white trend lines, which are now representing a wedge. But overall, tomorrow, I'm thinking that there's going to be more volatility. Just because Friday, a lot of options expiring, there's still a lot of people shorting both of these stocks. So let's see, I can't guarantee, I can't really predict anything. All I can do is point out the technical levels and predict how we're going to react to when we get those. But right now, I'm still feeling good. I still have diamond hands. I don't think the fight's over. The fact that so many news outlets and so many bots and all these people are saying, oh, it's over, forget about it. The fact that so many people are saying it's over makes me think obviously that it's not over, because if it were, then why are you still talking about it? So that's just my 2 cents on it. I'm very, very excited for the stock market action tomorrow. As a quick side note, before I get too far off, I did want to just talk about and show you really quick why I got into Riot. It's just because Riot is a Bitcoin miner. Bitcoin itself, super, super strong ever since February 28th. I've been pointing this out now for the past couple of days. I think very, very soon, not only will we test this all-time high of 58,354, I think we'll break out to a new all-time high. My first resistance is just that key psychological level of 60,000. So just a quick little side note on Bitcoin there for you. But the main action tomorrow, I'm expecting all eyes will still probably be on GameStop, AMC. Fingers crossed for some bullish action, but let's see how that plays out. I would love to know your thoughts on GME, AMC. Do you think I'm just buying too much into these conspiracies, or do you think that people are still actively trying to push it down outside of just the realm of the stock market? I'm talking about doing underhanded, shady stuff. I would like to know your thoughts in a comment below. And don't forget, if you want to see some of this played out live, don't forget to tune in to the live stream. They happen Monday to Friday, the entire market day. We are there. And also, if you want to stay up to date, not only with the live streams, but with video updates such as this one, all you have to do is hit that subscribe button, go over to the bell icon, and then switch that to always. And remember, if you want 2 free stocks, check out that link to Webull. But until I see you next time, from me, Chair, and Duckshirt, remember, best of luck in the markets.